Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Dolphin. Today we are getting into a really fun, energizing flow. The pacing of this class is going to be kind of on the more moderate to faster pacing. We'll be moving in a way to build heat and to build strength in the body, but simultaneously get a good stretch in. So we won't necessarily need any props, but if you like having blocks by your side, grab them. We will also be moving in a Mandala style flow, which means that we'll be changing the orientation from front to back of mat throughout the sequence. So I always recommend having your mat placed kind of horizontally with your screen so that if at any point you need to kind of take a peek at the screen to see what is happening and just to make sure that you are kind of understanding correctly, I wouldn't want you to strain your neck in the process. So we are getting started standing at the back of the mat. You can go ahead and place your feet about hips width and allow the arms to just rest alongside the body. Let's take a moment to close down the eyes, start to shift the weight forward and back on the feet, from side to side on the feet. Start to get comfortable with really rooting down through the soles of the feet here. When you feel settled, when you feel all three main points of contact of your feet with the ground, let's lift up all 10 toes, spread them out nice and wide, and then from the pinky to the big toe, set them down one toe at a time. Really gripping the ground with your feet. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths here. So inhale from the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Really good. Blink the eyes open. We'll inhale to stretch the arms up overhead. Cross the right wrist and behind the left wrist. So the right wrist is closer to you than the left wrist. And then spin the palms of the hands to face one another. Keep your head between the arms. Inhale, really find length through the sides of the waist. Exhale, side stretch as you reach the fingertips over towards the left. Peek underneath that right arm and we'll take a big breath in. Push into the right foot, exhale out. Inhale, back through center. Switch the hands. So now the left arm is going to come behind the right. Flip the palms to face one another. Keep the gaze between the arms. Keep the arms kind of framing the head as you inhale. Exhale, side stretch over to the right this time. Breathing into the left side body as you feel the fingertips stretch over towards the right. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale back through center. Exhale, release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers as you take a big breath in, really stretch the fists behind you. Exhale, a little bend in the knees as you fold yourself forward and pull the arms away from the back. We'll just breathe here into the shoulders, into the pecs. Let's take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Really good. First, release your hands down to the lower back and then down to the ground. We'll walk the hands all the way forward into a downward facing dog. Really good. With your inhale, shift the weight forward into a high plank. Exhale, send it back into a down dog. Two more. Inhale, shift forward for your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And once again, inhale, shift forward into a high plank. Exhale for your downward facing. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet again. Find a deep bend in the right knee. We're coming into a twist. Fingertips of the right hand stay on the ground. Inhale, stretch your left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Option to keep the left fingertips reaching up if this already feels good. But if you want a little bit more depth, then you can wrap the left hand around the lower back just to deepen the stretch and to deepen that twist. Good, take a big breath in, big breath out. Try to pull the left hip and the left shoulder away from one another. With your next inhale, stretch your left arm back up if you wrapped it, and then lower the hand to switch the bend in the knees. The left knee bends as the right leg extends. Inhale, stretch the right arm all the way up. And you can again either keep the arm just like this, or if you took it last time, wrap the hand around the lower back And open up through the chest here. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Good, try to pull the right hip and the right shoulder away from one another, opening up into the chest. Good. With your next inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, even out the bend in the knees as you release both hands to the ground. Let's walk ourselves back into that downward facing dog. Reaching through the hands, allow the sits bones to send themselves up towards the ceiling. With your inhale, shift yourself forward into a high plank. Remember where your left foot is. So I want the left foot, just to remember that kind of left back corner of the mat. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Swivel the right foot over to the right for a modified side plank. Left hand will stretch up towards the ceiling. Left foot floats from the mat. Take a nice big breath in right here. Exhale, kneeling bow, bend into the left knee to reach back with the left hand and grab the foot. You can look down to the ground for your balance as you inhale. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. Really allow the shoulder to become relaxed here. And if you feel stable, maybe turn your gaze up towards the ceiling, continuously kicking the left foot into the left hand. Let's take another big breath in, another big breath out. Good. Gently pull the left heel back in. Re-extend into both the arm and the leg. Set the left foot down where it was before, so towards that left back corner of the mat. We're coming into a high side plank. The right leg will extend, coming behind the left leg. Hold your side plank here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, high plank, lower the left hand, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. We'll take a big breath in right here where we are, and a big breath out. Inhale, ripple forward into your high plank, and slowly, remember where the right foot is this time. Lower the left knee down to the ground. Swivel the left foot to the space behind you, modified side plank. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, float the right foot off of the mat. Good. Bend into the right knee, reach back with the right hand for kneeling bow. Grab the right foot with the right hand, take a big breath in. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. Again, if you're still kind of finding your balance, look down to the ground. If you're feeling stable, look up towards the ceiling, continuously kicking foot into hand to open up into the chest a little further. Let's take another big breath in, big breath out. One more inhale. And as you exhale, gently pull the heel back into the glute. Re-extend both the arm and the leg as you inhale. Exhale, set that right foot where it was, so towards the right back corner of the mat. And then the left leg will join the right in a side plank here, keeping that left knee lifted now. So that left foot is behind the right, staggered. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, high plank, right hand comes down. We'll take a big breath in. Shift the weight forward as you look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. The elbows bend back to frame the ribs. Roll over the toes as you inhale for your upward facing dog. Squeeze the tush as you press your chest forward. Exhale, chin to chest, downward facing dog. Send the hips all the way up and back. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg stretches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cross the body, right knee to left elbow, hold. Fallen triangle, right leg extends to the left. Drop the back heel down. Extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. You'll inhale, bend the left knee to reach back as you sink the hips. Exhale, straighten the left leg, reach left arm overhead. Two more times. Inhale, bend left knee, sink hips, reach back. Exhale, straighten leg, reach overhead. And one more. Inhale, bend left knee, sink hips. Exhale, straighten leg. Shift the weight into the right foot as to step the left foot to the front of the mat. Really, really nice. Bend the right knee to the left calf for your Shiva squat. Slowly collect both hands into your heart's center. Pause, breathe. Notice that you're not folding your upper body over the left leg. We want to try and stay lifted through the chest. Inhale, stork pose, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, eagle wrap the legs, so the right leg wraps once or twice around the left, and then the right arm wraps under the left once or twice. Hold that eagle wrap for another 2. Try to send the right hip further back and the left hip further forward. Good. And see if you can lift the elbows up into the line of the shoulders. Let's take an inhale. Keep the arms as you unravel the legs. Exhale, eagle wrap warrior 3. So kick the right leg back as the arms stay as they are. Let's take a big breath in right where we are. Big breath out. Another inhale. Exhale, warrior 1 with the legs. So the right foot comes down to 45 degrees. We're still keeping those eagle arms. Inhale to tilt the chest up. Exhale, eagle wrap, humble warrior, fold inside of the left leg. Try to keep the hips relatively squared here and try to allow the upper body to sort of be suspended on the inside of the left leg. Let's take another breath in. Breath out. Good. We're coming into warrior 2 to the other side of the mat. So inhale, lift yourself up, unravel the arms, swivel the feet so that you're coming into warrior 2 on that right leg. So the right knee will be bent and the left leg is extended. We're now looking at the back of the mat. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Reverse warrior. Reach forward with the right hand. Exhale, stretch it all the way back behind you, finding the long line through the right side of the body. Maybe deepen the bend in the right knee. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame the right foot for your pyramid. I like to kind of slide my right leg back in as I sort of swivel the left toes to face in the direction of the hands. Let's inhale to find length in the spine. And exhale, fold over that right leg. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Another inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale to lift the chest, press into the palms of the hands. We'll sweep the right leg up and back, 3-leg dog. Inhale. Exhale, round and curl, knee to nose. Inhale in that curl. Exhale, shoot the right leg back, step it down for your chaturanga. Bend the elbows to frame the ribs. Inhale, uncurl your toes for upward facing dog. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Really nice job. Let's take a big breath in, big breath out. Good. Try to keep, while you are moving in your postures and in your physical practice of your yoga practice, I want to try to challenge you to maintain and sustain the breath through the nose. With your inhale, 3-legged dog, the left leg rises. Exhale, cross the body, crunch, left knee to right elbow. Hold. Fallen triangle, left leg extends to the right, back heel comes down. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink the hips, reach back with the right hand. Inhale to straighten the leg and reach the arm overhead. 2 more times. Inhale, bend knee, sink hips. Exhale, extend leg, reach. 1 more time, inhale and exhale. Transfer the weight into the left foot as to step right foot to the front of the mat or to the space that's right next to your left hand. Make your way to Shiva squat, squeeze left knee to right calf. Slowly collect hands to your heart. Keep that deep bend in the right knee. Keep a lift in your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Beautiful. Slowly stork pose, the left knee hugs in as the arms stretch up. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, eagle wrap the legs. Left knee, wraps around the right once or twice. Left arm wraps under the right once or twice. Breathe for 3. Try to bring the elbows to the line of the shoulders. Breathe for 2. Try to stay steady on that standing foot. and 1. Keep the arms as you unravel the legs. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 3 with those eagle arms. Kick the left leg all the way back as you breathe here for just another 2. And 1 more inhale. Exhale, warrior 1 with the legs. So the left foot will step as far back as it can. The heel comes down. Again, still keep those arms. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior with those eagle arms. Really nice. Try to allow your upper body to stay suspended on the inside of the right leg. Good. Try to keep your hips squared as much as possible. We'll take another breath in. Good. We're unraveling to that warrior 2 as we swivel through the legs. We're coming into that warrior 2 on the left leg. So you swiveled the legs, spun yourself around to the opposite side of the mat. Left knee is bent here, arms in opposite directions. Let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. Reverse warrior. Reach the left hand forward, flip the palm, and reverse that warrior. Reach back with the left fingertips. Really good. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands. Frame the left foot for pyramid fold. I like to drag the left foot in a little bit and swivel the back toes towards the hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to fold forward. Another 2. And again, another big breath in. Beautiful. With your next inhale, find a long spine, press into the palms of the hands, sweep left leg up, 3-leg dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round and curl, knee to nose. Breathe in on that curl, inhale. Exhale, shoot the leg back, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose, knees down, feet close to one another, hips to heels, forehead to mat. Let's take a big breath in here and a big breath out. Another inhale and an exhale. Good. We'll keep the forearms down on the mat as we lift the head. We're coming into dolphin pose. Shift the weight forward onto the forearms. Tuck those back toes under. Lift the hips. Really good. Hold that dolphin pose. Take 2. Good. 1 more. Inhale, right leg stretches up. Hold. Lower the right foot and switch the legs. Left leg stretches up. Lower the left foot and lower both knees at hips distance. We're coming to kneel on the knees. Measure 2 fists between the knees and come up into that kneeling position. Keep all 10 toes tucked here. We'll take an inhale, stretch the arms up high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, round the spine, elbows, forearms together. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, round, elbows, forearms together. Exhale, cactus. Good, camel pose. Hands can come to the lower back to lift into the chest. And if it feels good, start to gaze for the wall behind you and press your hips forward. Maybe releasing one hand at a time to the ankles for that camel pose, and breathe for another 2. Take another big breath in. Good. If you did come into that camel pose, hands will come to the lower back. Let's untuck all 10 toes. Sit the hips onto the heels. Release the head. Hands come to the thighs. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. Really beautiful. Swing the legs around through one side and kind of shimmy your hips forward just so you have plenty of room to lie back. Let's hug the knees into the chest, coming into Navasana boat pose. Float your feet off of the ground. Reach your hands in front of you and pull the chest forward. Let's take a big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Another inhale. Exhale, round the spine to hug the knees in to the chest. Really good. Extend your left leg all the way forward. Bring your left hand to the left hip. Open the right knee out to the right. We'll take a deep breath in, push down with the left hand over that left hip bone, and a big breath out. Slowly hug that right knee back in for a twist. Right knee drops over to the left and look over the right shoulder. Taking a big breath in, big breath out. Another inhale and an exhale. Good. Slowly come back in through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Extend the right leg all the way out in front of you. Right hand to right hip. Open the left knee out to the left. Push down with the right hand over that right hip bone and gently push down with the left hand over the left knee as you breathe here. Another 2. Good. Slowly hug the left knee back in, and for that twist, left knee drops over to the right as we look over the left shoulder. We'll take a big breath in, big breath out. Another inhale, and an exhale. Slowly with your inhale, hug that left knee back in and hug the right knee back in. Squeeze it all into the chest as you take a deep breath right here where you are. And as we exhale, we'll slowly release the legs into Savasana. Extending the legs all the way down, extending the arms down along the sides of the waist, closing down the eyes here as you take a big breath in from the nose. And sigh it out. A deep breath in. And sigh it out. Just give yourself permission here to take these few moments of stillness and of silence in the body. Allowing the mat to support you. Allowing the face to be easy and soft. And slowly we'll start to move the body again, taking any rotations of the wrists, of the ankles. Stretch the arms back behind your head and roll over into a fetal position on one side. And slowly, when you feel like you're ready, we'll meet in a comfortable seat in the middle of the mat. Collecting the hands together at heart center for Anjali Mudra. We'll take one final cleansing breath here. Inhale from the nose. And sigh it out. Inhale the thumbs to your third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time to move your body with me. I really hope that you enjoyed this class and have finished feeling a little bit more energized, a little bit more awake, and a little bit more ready for the remainder of your day, week, or whatever is ahead of you. If you enjoyed this class, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and maybe even share it with a friend or a loved one. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.